Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Friday Night Lights up here at Newburyport, home of the Newburyport Clippers, where tonight's action brings you the 2-0 Lynnfield Pioneers versus the 2-1 Newburyport Clippers. Both are 1-0 in league play, and we are looking forward to some great game action tonight. The Pioneers have had 2 victories. They are undefeated and unscored upon. Last week, they beat the Ipswich Tigers 33-0 in a bit of a revenge game from last year's 33-7 disappointing loss at Ipswich. And in the first game, they beat Saugus 28-0. But this game's going to be a little bit different because the Clippers of Newburyport at 2-1 certainly are a slightly better team than the cumulative 0-6 Ipswich Tigers and Saugus Sachems. So we're looking forward to some action here tonight. Last week, we had some great action on the field by the Lynnfield Pioneers. Wanted to show you a little bit about the Max Preps Players of the Week that were announced on Monday. So first we had Charlie Capuchetti. Charlie Capuchetti for the special teams. He received his first Player of the Week award this year and a second overall in the 2 games that they've played so far this season. Charlie won the award this week for making some key special teams tackles on kickoff coverage and from the safety position, while also converting a misfired PAT snap to a successful 2-point conversion run. So congratulations, Charlie. After that, we have also our offensive player of the game. And the offensive player of the game was senior captain Nick Marcinowski. It's great to see the offensive player of the week go to an offensive lineman. And against Ipswich, Nick Marcinowski was what you might say very offensive to the Ipswich Tigers. He was going downfield relentlessly, getting the second level, some devastating blocks, including some delicious pancakes that definitely included some extra maple syrup. Congrats to Nick Marcinowski. For the defensive player of the award, the defensive player from Max Preps went to senior Jack Phelps, who made some fantastic plays against the Tigers for chasing down the ball carriers all night. He had 9 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss, 1 forced fumble, and 1 fumble recovery. That forced fumble and fumble recovery happened on the Tigers' attempted double handoff crisscross play, which could have gone for quite a few yards if he wasn't right there to force the fumble. Jack Phelps was a sideline-to-sideline problem for the Tigers the whole night, but the biggest problem for the Tigers last week was probably the player of the game overall, James Sharkey. With an explosive performance on offense with 120 yards of rushing on just 7 carries, a rushing touchdown, and a 2-point conversion, James was literally all over the field. He also contributed some great plays on defense and kick on coverage with an overall 6 tackles. So we're about ready to start the game here this evening. We're just waiting on the captains to move to center field, or the center of the field, I should say. Speaking of the captains, the captains for the 2021 fall season include number 24, Spencer Riley. He's been tremendous so far this season at linebacker and running back. Number 52, Nick Marcinowski, is also senior captain. He plays defensive tackle and defensive and offensive line. Nick got a bit banged up in the last game against the Ipswich Tigers, and it looks like he's not going to be able to play today. So that's a shame for Nick Marcinowski. They're definitely going to need his presence out there, but it doesn't look like he'll be able to suit up for tonight. Number 70, Mekhi Peters, is a massive force on the defensive line and offensive line, moving bodies wherever he is present. And Michael O'Brien, number 72, also senior captain. Michael's been out since the beginning of the Fall 2 season back in March, but the good news is we've been told, we talked with him directly yesterday, and he'll be back in the lineup in a matter of weeks here in the middle of October. So we're really looking forward to his presence back in the field. So we're about ready to start here. We're going to go ahead and mute the mic. Just so you guys know, we are recording the game, and we're also recording some of the fan action here. But we're recording the game. Here's some fans going by. Mr. Capuchetti, always a pleasure. Some ne'er-do-wells here in the action tonight. And now we're going to go ahead and get to the game action soon here. We did want to let you guys know that the microphone is muted at times. YouTube picks up background songs quite a bit, and unfortunately, they're very vigorous on defending copyrights. So in order for our account to stay valid, we don't want YouTube to shut us down. You might hear some things muted in the background, which is a bit of a shame, but that's the way it is. So we're going to get right to the national anthem. We're going to keep the mic open because the band is going to play this, I believe, if we can find them. Okay, that was the national anthem performed by the Newburyport High School Band. I know that didn't come out great via the sound there. Again, sometimes we'll have to mute the mic so we don't get shut down when we load this sucker up onto YouTube. They're always against the little guys over there at YouTube and Google, but we believe we can still get you some good action here during the course of the game. So once again, the 2-0 Lynnfield Pioneers ready to take the field against the 2-1 Newburyport Clippers. Game coming at you live on October 1st here at Newburyport Stadium. Looks like Lynnfield will be kicking off today, and Newburyport will be receiving. Kevin Connolly set to kick off. Kevin's a junior on the team. He's had the kicking duties sophomore year and now into his junior year as well. From a kickoff perspective, he's kicked off 11 times, 573 yards with 3 touchbacks. So his leg has really been impressive so far this season. Back deep for the Newburyport Clippers is number, 88 and number 22. 22 is Jack Sullivan. And ready for tonight's action, Kevin Connolly with the kick. Low line drive. 88 takes it on the fly. He takes that out to the 30-yard line where he's tackled and brought down by number 78, Ethan Downey. All right, so we've got the clock on the display. The clock is not official, but we're trying to see if we can make sure that that's relatively accurate. First down and 10 for the Clippers. Number 10 fades back out to number 9 now for the quick pass. Number 10 is, of course, the senior captain quarterback, Peter Sullivan. He hits the quick pass over the middle. Good for a first down already for the Clippers. First and 10 now at the 46-yard line. All right, lining up Twins downstairs here. Handoff to number 22 up the middle. He's tackled immediately and met hard by number 70. That's Mackay Peters with the big tackle. Number 22 on the carry is, again, Jack Sullivan. sophomore running back for the Clippers. Picks up one on the play now. It's 2nd and 9. So number 10, the quarterback for the Clippers, Finn Sullivan. He's had an impressive year so far this season. 37 passes for 184 yards. He's also an accomplished runner this season, taking quite a few yards down the field from a rushing perspective as well. So spread formation, number 22, again, Sullivan moves over to the right-hand side of the quarterback. Number 10, Peter Sullivan, fades back to the pass. He decides he's going to tuck it and run. Number 44, Stephen Dreyer, misses him on the first attempt. He's driven out of bounds by number 8 as well as 67 for the Pioneers. So it brings up a big third down at about 6 now for the Lynnfield Pioneers. He's able to cross the midfield marker on the play there as Peter Sullivan was able to scramble for about 3 yards. So it brings up 3rd and 6 now for the Pioneers at the, 3rd and 6 for the Clippers at the Pioneer 49-yard line.
Down at the Lynnfield 7-yard line. They'll take over possession, first down and 10. Second down and 9.
Second down and 8 now. Quick snap fits the quick jet sweep. Spencer Riley rumbling through the middle. Jones is heading. Almost gets out for the first down. Looks like he'll be just short of a 3rd and...
Riley in the back area.
On the line for the Lynnfield Pioneers is from line right to your left. 68 Noah Allen. 55 Peters. 67 is Chase Goldberg. 56 is Dave Schmitz.
Stay down at 2.
Right-hand side and the right tackle is Brady Mills.
Balls at the 15-yard line.
Unable to play today due to an injury. Great catch on the play by Joey Cuccinello. He gets him out for the first down. Catch by Joey as he's able to hold on to the ball, go forward and pick up that first down. So,
there's a very fast to get to Ellis.
Lynnfield Pioneers there move the chains and keep the drive alive. First down and 10 now.
First down and 10, Lynnfield. Balls at the 19-yard line. Riley in the back area. tackled by Miranda. Second down and 9.
So we just removed the clock there, folks. It's just a little too difficult to try to maintain the clock and call a game at the same time here. So spread formation 2 now in the backfield. Joey Cuccinello as well as Spencer Riley, number 4 here, split down to the left. Razzaboni fades back for the pass. He finds number 17. That's Jack Kalichman sitting in the curl area for a great catch. Picks up about 6 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 3 now for the Pioneers. Call being signaled in from the sideline again. Once again, we have the spread formation, 2 up and 2 down. Kalichman and Connolly at the top. Actually, 2 back in the backfield now. Joey Cuccinello and again Spencer Riley. Blitz showing, and the blitz is faked there. Joey Cuccinello gets out to the side. He's got some running room. He's tackled hard on the play by number 19. Big defensive play there by Lucas Stallard. He's, again, senior captain of the Clippers. And he's also got a team-high 33 tackles for the Clippers. Very aggressive on defense, was able to cut through the line there. We thought we saw an opening for Cuccinello, but Stallard closed that gap up pretty quickly. So the Pioneers able to move the ball a little bit on offense, get it out from inside the 10-yard line, but turns the ball over now. Back to punt for the Pioneers is Chase Goldberg, number 67. Good snap back to Chase. Punt over to the left sideline, forces number 19 over to the sideline. Looked like we had a little bit of a block in the black there, but it's not called. Number 19 is tackled by number 44 on the play, but not until basically he gets back every bit of yardage on the punt by Chase Goldberg. So number 19, again, Lucas Stallard, makes the play on defense on the tackle, then receives the punt and races it all the way back about 20, 22 yards to the Lynnfield 24-yard line, where now the defense is going to have to see if they can hold them while they're inside or knocking on the door of the red zone here. Trips down right for the Clippers. Shotgun formation out of the pistol here, rather. Quick out to the left. He finds again number 19 there. That's an incomplete. That looked like an incomplete pass. I thought I saw that bounce. But the referee has concluded a complete pass. Gain of about 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down now and 7 right on the 20-yard line. So that was a complete pass out to Lucas Stallard again, defended on the play by the cornerback out there, Joey Cuccinello. So wing left, 2 receivers down here to the right out of the pistol again. Number 10 hands it off to number 22, Sullivan. Sullivan goes to the outside. He's hit immediately by number 44, Stephen Dreyer at the end position, as well as Jack Phelps, number 13. Corralled nicely on the left end there. He does pick up a couple on the play, though. It'll be 3rd down and about 4 or 5 now from the 17-yard line. So Newburyport lines up with the wing over to the right, 2 receivers over on the left-hand side. Number 19 lined up wide to the right. That's again Lucas Stallard. Handoff, quarterback tries to keep it up the middle. He finds a bit of an opening there. Joey Cuccinello chases him down, but not until he gets the 1st down. So I thought we had him bottled up there at the line of scrimmage, but Sullivan is able to scramble out to his left and get enough for a 1st down. 1st now and goal from about the 7-yard line now. So Sullivan back again now in the shotgun formation. Jack Sullivan over to his left. Fades back for the pass. Looks for Stallard over the middle. Can't find him. He's getting pressed out. Rolls it out to his right. Throws it out of bounds where the target was number 8, Grant Mosian, defended on the play by number 9 for Lynnfield, Jack DeGangi. So it'll bring down 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line now.
Second down and goal to go from the 8-yard line.
Thanks, Derek, for the time check there. About 4:31 left in the first quarter. Trips to the right and a quick whistle on the play. You've got a timeout called on Lynnfield, as coach did not like that lineup and the personnel that was showing out there. So yeah, we're going to get rid of that game clock on the screen. A little too difficult to try to manage the game clock as well as the play-by-play here. 4:30 left in the first quarter. Ball down on the 8-yard line, 2nd down. So Pioneers are going to have to try to see if they can get the defense squared away. Really, the defense has been doing well so far early in the game here. The good field position was really made by a punt taken by senior captain Lucas Stollard, and he was able to ramble out for 25, 30 yards to get them in good field position after holding them down. All right, 2nd down and 8 here as the Clippers line up in the tight trips formation to the left, or excuse me, to the right. Number 8, number 19, and number 80 for the Clippers are all split out wide to the right, or tight to the right, I should say. Out of the pistol formation, number 10 gets the ball, fades back for the pass. He finds number 9 off in the flat. number 9 there gets the touchdown. That's Jeffrey Thurston, finds it in the right flat.
Sullivan's pass is complete to grant possession for Newburyport touchdown.
So touchdown by the Clippers on the complete pass from Sullivan out to Thurston, Jeffrey Thurston. Sullivan back to kick now, 42 to hold. 42 is Ryan Miles. Snap is down, kick is back, kick is up, and the kick is through the upright, so 7-0. So Pioneers hoping to get a little better field position in this, their 2nd possession now of the game. 4:24 left in the first quarter, so Pioneers facing an early deficit. This is the first deficit that they've faced of this short season. They get out to leads against Saugus and Ipswich and never relinquish them. That's also the first points scored against this Lynnfield team. So certainly had to happen sooner or later. So we'll see if the Pioneers can bounce back after getting scored upon first here in the game. Back deep for the Pioneers. Number 1, James Sharkey. Number 5, Joey Cuccinello, set to kick for the Clippers. Number 10, Peter Sullivan, who's the quarterback, the place kicker, and apparently the kickoff specialist. Kick is a low line drive, fielded almost on the fly by Jack DeGangi, number 9. Jack heads off to the right. He's tackled immediately by number 42. Again, that's Ryan Miles. So Lynnfield Pioneers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. All right, Pioneers set again in their formation with the 2 receivers Up top, one down here low, two in the backfield, number 5 and number 24, Spencer Riley, and Joey Cuccinello, number 5. Nick Rasponi out of shotgun formation. Good snap back, fades back for the pass. He's looking for an open receiver. He's going to tuck that and run a little bit. Dumps it off quickly to number 17, Jack Kalichman. Short pass, gains about 2 on the play. Kalichman goes off and Sam Gazit gets into the action. That's the quick jet sweep off here to the left. Charlie Capichetti on the play there, tackled by a host of tacklers for the Clippers. Picks up about 4 on the play now. It'll bring down 3rd down and 4 for the Pioneers. So man in motion left to right there. The fake is given, and Nick Razzaboni fakes the handoff on the read option and goes down to her right-hand side outside the end there, watches the end commit, finds the gap and runs for the first down. 1st and 10 now for the Pioneers at their own 39-yard line. So tight formation here for the Pioneers as we've got number 3 in motion, Charlie Capichetti. Fakes the sweep out to the right, throws up a long pass to Joey Cuccinello, defended on the play successfully by number 4 on the play for the Clippers, Evan Landry. So it'll bring a 2nd down and 10 for the Pioneers as they try to strike deep on that play. Some confusion now in the play calling here as Coach Lamusta tries to signal in the play. Going out of the tank formation now with 3 in the backfield. Quick snap, handoff to Spencer Riley. He's hit back in the backfield though. Number 51 slices through the defense and makes the trip up in the backfield of Spencer Riley. Jake Sherman, number 51 for the Clippers. Now brings up a 3rd down and 9 for the Pioneers. Once again, signaling in the play. Going again in the tight formation with 2 in the backfield, Charlie Capichetti and Joey Cuccinello, as well as Spencer Riley. Nick Razzaboni out of the shotgun formation here. Cuccinello goes off to the left. Razzaboni's going to be sacked in the backfield by number 19, coming off the left end. Again, that's Lucas Starler coming in untouched on the play. And that'll bring up a big loss in the play. It'll be 4th down and about 16 or 17. So Chase is going to have to punt again, and hopefully we can get some better field position here. Snap back to Chase. End over end punt, breaks midfield and gets a good bounce for Lynnfield. Goes all the way down to about the 30-yard line for the Clippers, where they'll take over 1st and 10 now as the score with 32 seconds left in the first quarter is Newburyport Clippers 7, the Lynnfield Pioneers 0.
Ball is down on the Newburyport 30-yard line. They'll take possession, first down and 10.
All right, back in the action, shotgun or pistol formation again for the Clippers. Fakes the handoff, hits it out to number 8, where he gets a little bit of a opening. Picks up the first down. It's a pickup of about 12 in the play. First and 10 now from the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 on the quick slant. James Sharkey there on the tackle.
First down on the play. It's first down and 10 on the back to Newburyport 32-yard line.
And that's the end of the first quarter. So, folks, as we wrap up the first quarter here, the Newburyport Clippers ahead 7-0 against the Lynnfield Pioneers. A few items for you. So, wanted to make sure that everyone recognized that the helicopter ball drop that was supposed to be last weekend is scheduled now for the 15th of October. That's the fundraiser for the Lynnfield Pioneer Football Club, and raffle tickets are still available. So contact the Lynnfield Pioneer Football Club to secure your raffle tickets. It's quite an amazing spectacle. A helicopter hovers over the fields right at the 50-yard line, dumps a few hundred golf balls down in the field, and the closest to the center pin with a numbered golf ball wins a prize. And their cash prizes for first, second, and third place. So your $10 raffle ticket can get you as much as $500, I believe. So contact Lynnfield Pioneer Football Club if you don't already have your raffle tickets, or get more, because the more golf balls you have, the more chances you have to win. All right, first and 10 now again for the Lynnfield's defense facing the Newburyport Clippers. The Clippers now going from right to left, lined up in the twins down here to the left, single receiver up top out of the pistol formation. Seems to be their basic formation. Number 10 fires a quick pass out to number 80. He's tackled on the play by number 23. Complete pass out to number 80. Iubosa. He's a sophomore for the Clippers. Iubosa Asazua. So second down and 5 now on the play for the Pioneers. Ethan Downey subbing in for Chase Goldberg. Number 19 down here to the left. And Iubosa up to the right. Two backs in the backfield now as number 10 sets back again into the pistol formation. There's the snap, hands it off over to the right-hand side. Number 6, he's tackled on the play by number 8, that's Sam Gazit. Number 6, Captain Jack Hayden. We'll bring up a third down and 6 on the play. Third down and 7 on the play, actually, as there's a loss of 1 there on the play. So defense trying to hold still here again and see if they can put the Clippers into a punting formation. Number 80 down here to the left, 2 receivers up top to the right, out of the shotgun formation with number 19 in the backfield. Quick sweep out here to the right to number 19. He's tackled in the backfield. Nicely anticipated by Spencer Riley, number 24 on that play, as number 19. Again, Lucas Stollard is not able to turn the corner there. Had a couple of defenders there ready for him. So loss of about 7 on the play. It'll bring down a 4th down and 14 as the Clippers, back at their own 42 now, back at their own 37, get into the punt formation. Snap is back. Thought there was a little bit of illegal motion there. Cam Marengi back into the backfield. That ball is live. And rolling back towards the Pioneer end zone. So now we've got a good flip of the field here as the Pioneers take over on downs 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. So some good field position to start off the game. So Cam Marengi back into the backfield there, able to confuse the punter. Was in a situation where he didn't want to let him by him, so he kind of squared off, hoping to see he could either make the tackle or make the block. The punter kind of rolled off to his right and did a rugby-style kick, and was able to get something behind it, but not a particularly good punt given the pressure there. So tight trips formation here for the Pioneers as Kalishman, Conley, and Cuccinello all line up here. Quick sprint out to the left. Cuccinello tries to get the corner and does. So flag here on the play, though, as the back judge whips the flag about 30 yards and calls a holding from somewhere in Triton. He seemed to have called that holding. So it appears to be a holding call on the Pioneers, which will negate a good 4 or 5 yard run. And holding will be, of course, a spot foul, so the referee will move that back. It'll be about a first down now and 15, give or take. All right, so first down now, all the way back to the 32, 33-yard line. Again, the trips formation. Nick Razzaboni fades back for the pass. Spencer Riley looking for the deep ball to Cuccinello. Cuccinello is there and unable to make the play, so that's 2 balls that they've tried to go deep with Cuccinello on and haven't been able to connect. Defended on the play by Iabosa Osazawawa. And I apologize for not pronouncing the name correctly there because I know I'm not getting it right. So second down now, and still it's at about 18. So Pioneers now in the traditional spread formation, 2 up and 2 down. With Robert Marley in the backfield, handoff over to Marley. Marley tries to go to his left, picks up a couple of yards on the play, and that's about it, unfortunately. Bring up a third down, and about 17 still. So Pioneers now again lining up in the trips formation with 3 receivers down here at the bottom, Kalishman, Connolly, and Cuccinello, 17, 14, and 5. Marley in the backfield along with Razzaboni. Shotgun snap back to Razzaboni. Razzaboni looks to his... Broken up nicely on the play by number 4. Looked like that was going to be a long reception to number 14, Kevin Conley, who was breaking on the deep post. But number 4, Even Landry, comes in at the last second and tips that away. Chase Goldberg back again to punt for the Pioneers. Evenly matched game here, only 7-0 now with 8:28 left in the second quarter. High snap, Chase goes up, get it. Good punt, end over end, trying to get over number Hady's head, but he's not able to. Cam Marengi on the great first hit, followed by Kevin Connolly on the tackle, where the Clippers now will take over 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. 8:18 left in the first half here as the Clippers get back on offense. So Lynnfield unable to take advantage of the good field position there, starting at about their own 40-yard line, but the holding call put them in a big deficit, unable to convert and move the chains. So now the defense, again, hopefully will be able to stand pat here for the Pioneers as the Clippers, again, operating out of the pistol formation. Fake handoff up the middle. He's going to look deep on that ball, overthrown by quite a few yards. Number 19, again, Lucas Stallard missed on the connection from quarterback Peter Sullivan, covered on the play by number 5, Joey Cuccinello. So second down and 10 from the 40-yard line for the Clippers. Incomplete pass stops the clock. 8:13 left in the first half. So on the defense, quickly, we've got 44, Stephen Dreyer. 67 is Chase Goldberg. Number 70 is Mackay Peters. Number 8 is Sam Gazit. Number 23 is Rob Marley. That takes care of your front 5. Handoff up the middle to number 22. Breaks a tackle, almost breaks another tackle. Tackle on the play by number 24, Spencer Riley. Spencer is the team's leading tackler. He started this game. If I can find my notes. Yeah, with 16 tackles starting the game. He's already had several on the game so far in the first quarter and a half. So third down and about 7 now in the play. Again, as the Pioneers try to hold the line here close to midfield. Ball's at the 44-yard line. Shotgun formation, snaps back to the quarterback. Number 10 fades back, looks for the deep ball, finds number 19 in the right flat. Tackle on the play by Joey Cuccinello. Number 5 actually not brought down. Joey there with the wrap-up, but unable to get number 19 down on the ground as Stollard is able to continue to move the ball forward while he's getting wrapped up there. It brings down a first down and 10 now at the 41-yard line. Excuse me, yeah, the 41-yard line of Lynnfield going in. So, wing left, 2 receivers left, 2, top one at the top, pistol formation. Quarterback keeps it. Number 10 goes up the middle there. Tackle on the play by number 8 and number 67, Chase Goldberg, as well as Spencer Riley on the play. Sullivan picks up 4 on the play, though. It'll be second down and 6 now for the Clippers, as we have 6:25 left in the second quarter. Shotgun snap back to Sullivan again on the read option. Didn't know whether he was going to keep it or give it. He decided to keep it. Picked up about 2 on the play. It'll bring third down and 5 again for the Clippers. And once again, the Lynnfield Pioneers will try to see if they can hold the line on defense. Finishing up the defensive starters for Lynnfield, number 13, Jack Phelps at the middle linebacker on the right-hand side. Number 24, Spencer Riley at the left linebacker. Number 5, Joey Cuccinello down here at the right cornerback. The safety is number 3. That's Charlie Capichetti, along with James Sharkey, number 1. On the top of the field, on the left corner, hard to pick up the number exactly right there. Number 4, A.J. Chiradonna. We have a penalty mark on the play. It looks like it's going to be illegal procedure on the Clippers. That'll back them up 5 yards, where it'll be third down and 9 now for the Clippers. So great night here up in Newburyport. Clear skies, temperatures probably about 58 degrees. No threat of storms or anything, so it's a great night for football here in October. A lot of confusion on the play here, as now they're marching them all back and saying the penalty was on Lynnfield, which is astounding given that the defense can move. So since I'm not regulated by the FCC at all, I'm going to go right ahead and say that that's a bogus call by the referees. Of course, the defensive line can move. And Newburyport, the beneficiary of a hideous call. Even the guys on the side, on the chains, were walking that ball back 5 yards. But now with the penalty, that gives them an automatic first down, as the 5 yards isn't able to move the chain there. So Lynnfield, unfortunately, the recipient of a bad call, and try to see if they can reset themselves on defense here. Two in the backfield now, as number 10 Sullivan back in the pistol formation again with the fullback off to his left. Snap back to him. Mackay Peters trying to get back to him. He misses the tackle on the play. Chase Goldberg tries to make a play as well. Throws it off into a two-receiver situation. Number 9 and number 7 were back in each other's pockets. Jeffrey Thurston and Angus Webster. A penalty on the play, perhaps a makeup call from the hideously atrocious offsides call that they made earlier. So it looks like it was the way they're marching that off must have been a holding call from the spot of the foul back 10 yards to almost the 50, down to the 48-yard line of Lynnfield. So they're going to get all the way to the 20. So that's, let me break out my compass here. 28 yards. First and 28. So we've got trips formation here on the left. And shotgun snap, quarterback fades back, goes for the out pass to number 8. He's tackled immediately on the play by 44, Stephen Dreher. Completed to Iobosa, number 80, the sophomore receiver who's been very active here this evening. Brings up second down and an even 20 now for the Clippers. We've got 4:15 left now here in the second quarter. Ethan Downey, 78, going in for 67, Chase Goldberg. Try to see if they can continue the pressure on the quarterback in some of these long down and distance situations. So once again, second and 20 now for the Clippers. They line up two receivers set up top. Number 19 down here at the bottom, single receiver in the backfield is a shotgun formation. Sullivan gets the snap, hands it off to number 6, tackled immediately in the backfield by Steve Dreher, as well as Sam Gazit. Jack Phelps, basically the whole defense there. So tried to pull a read option there. It didn't really work for the Clippers. That was Jack Hayden on the carry. Loss of 5 on the play. It now is third down and 25. Pioneers hoping to see on defense if they can contain this third down play. 3:06 left in the first half here. Once again, you know, I've got a scoreboard here and I haven't even updated it. I'm sorry, folks. So once again, offsides by the Clippers. It's going to back them up another 5 on the play. So sorry about that, folks. I had the scoreboard available here, but just forgot to update it. So loss of 5 on the play. Lynnfield Pioneers trying to see if they can get some excitement on that. It'll be third down and again 29 yards for a first down. So a lot of excited fans here in Newburyport. Shotgun formation, single back in the backfield. Number 19 is back as the number 10 back is the quarterback. He scrambles out to his left. He's looking for the pass out there. That's going to be knocked down by Joey Cuccinello on the play. Good play by Joey. So the defense, with the benefit of some holding, some illegal procedures on the plays, as well as some great defense, able to push the Newburyport Clippers back, where they now will be punting from midfield. Number 3, Charlie Capichetti back for the Pioneers. Number 10, Peter Sullivan back to kick. Short punt on the play. Takes another Lynnfield bounce. It's going to be stopped at approximately the 25-yard line. No, I'm sorry, the 29-yard line, where the Pioneers will take over first and 10 with 2 minutes and 3 seconds now left in the second half. Once again, the score, the Clippers 7, the Pioneers 0, as they struggle to get points potentially on the board here. What's that? Yeah. Yeah. So trips down here to the right. Snap back to the quarterback. That's off to number 1, James Sharkey on the give up the middle. It picks up about 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 7, second down and 6 actually. Picks up about 4. So traditional spread formation here for the Pioneers. 2 up and 2 down with Sharkey in the backfield. Razzaboni rolls out to his right. Looks for Kalichman. And the pass is short, unfortunately. Brings up a third down now, 3rd and 6 for the Pioneers. So once again, the Pioneers lined up in the trips formation here. Kalichman, Connolly, and Cuccinello down to the left. Razzaboni fades back to the pass. He looks for the short screen over to James Sharkey across the middle there. James finds an opening, and he heads upfield, breaks it all away to the Newburyport 45-yard line as that picks up the chains, and the Pioneers call a timeout. So with 1:15 left in the first half, Pioneers able to take up a big chunk play now as they march all the way to the 45-yard line and try to see what they can do within the next minute and 15 seconds. We're going to take a quick break on the vocals while we wait for this timeout.
Let's go, folks!
All right, at the end of the timeout, it looks like the Lynnfield team has got their punt team huddled up over on the side here, as the coach is trying to make sure that they understand fully what to do on the play here. Chase Goldberg back to punt number 67. Number 19 goes back for the Clippers. Pioneers are set. Snap back to Chase Goldberg. Chase kicks the ball almost directly, well, basically directly out of bounds there. Not wanting to set up a return. So after the punt, the Clippers have it 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line, 34-yard line, no, 33-yard line. And there's 53 seconds left on the clock here. So the defense for Lynnfield, again, will have to make sure that they play well. We did see the kicker, number 10, Sullivan, for the Clippers. He got a pretty good leg. No wind to speak of here tonight. The flags are hanging by the flagpole, so there's not much wind at all here up in Newburyport tonight. So if they have a couple of big plays, they might be able to sneak in a field goal. Who knows? But 53 seconds left on the clock here. Trips left to the formation. Sullivan back in the shotgun formation. Gets the fade back there. Quick screen out to number 80. He's met immediately by Rob Marley, number 23, as well as Sam Gazit, pressured on the play by Spencer Riley. So Sullivan completes the pass, the quick pass out to number 80. Again, Ayabuso Osazua. Gain of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Clippers here, as we have 25, 24, 23 seconds left in the period. Number 10 not really rushing to try to see if he can make a play here. So this may be the last play of the first half. And there's a timeout on the play. So 5 seconds left in the first half here. Not sure if the Clippers are going to try to see if they can do some sort of trick play or just kneel on it for the half here. Ball's on the 34-yard line. There's not enough time to set up for a long field goal, so this should be the last play of the first half. Charlie Capichetti back as the deep safety for the Pioneers in case they do decide to try to go for the long pass, along with number 1, James Sharkey. Joey Cuccinello and A.J. Chirodana also back from the corner's perspective. It looks like they're going to do a kneel down here, and yes, they will. So at the end of the first half, it is the Lynnfield Pioneers 0, the Newburyport Clippers 7. We will send it off to the studio, over to Phyllis and Hal for the halftime commentary. Over to you guys. Okay, folks, welcome to second half action here at Newburyport Stadium, home of the Clippers. Lynnfield down 7-0. Pretty evenly matched game here, though, in the first half, as both teams had some capabilities to move the ball in offense, but either penalties or just some unfortunate plays or turnovers, punts, and a punt return favored the Clippers on that. So 12 minutes to start off here in the third quarter. We're going to get the game action and the game view back up and ready as the Clippers get ready to kick off to the Pioneers. Number 10, Mr. Sullivan back for the Clippers to kick, and back for the Pioneers are number 1, James Sharkey, and number 5, Joey Cuccinello. Sullivan on the kick, a high kick, down to about the 11-yard line. Joey Cuccinello gets the ball, avoids the first tackler, breaks it outside, gets up the sidelines, tackled in the play by number 4 for the Clippers. So we're going to start off with very good field position. Evan Landry on the play there as the Lynnfield Pioneers now take over 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. And hopefully they'll be able to move the ball forward and avoid any costly penalties. So Lynnfield was able to move the ball a little bit in the first half, nothing like they had been able to do over the first two games. So we'll see if Nick Razzaboni and James Sharkey in the backfield can get this offense moving crisply. Shotgun formation, spread formation, 2 up and 2 down now. Shotgun snap back to Razzaboni. He looks for the quick out, throws it out to the side. That's going to be intercepted by number 4. Evan Landry. So the screen was there. Looked like they were going to do a targeted screen out to number 14, Kevin Connolly. And instead the ball went sailing out to the side there and unfortunately picked off by number 4. So big turn of events here for the Clippers as the good field position falls by the wayside now as the defense takes over at the 38-yard line. All right, shotgun formation now for the Clippers with number 10 Sullivan back in the backfield. Motion left to right by number 19. Fakes one way, hands it off the other way. Actually keeps the ball up the middle. Sullivan tackled on the play by number 8, Sam Gazit. Picks up about 1 on the play, so fakes the quick jet sweep. And the read option held on to the ball and ran up the middle for about 1 yard. 2nd and 9 now for the Clippers from the Pioneer 37-yard line. So 2 receivers down here to the right, including number 19. Number 10 fades way back for the pass. Looks like he's going to set up a screen now to number 8. Number 8 breaks outside, makes the play out to the first down. Grant Mosian. Driven out of bounds by number 3, Charlie Capuchetti. Picks up a first down on the play. So you can see that screen developing. The line basically was just let right in there, and the quarterback was racing backwards. That's usually a good indication of a center screen, and sure enough, right to Grant there is able to pick up the first down. 1st and 10 now from the Pioneer 25-yard line. Shotgun formation now. Sullivan motion left to right by number 7. Looking out to the flat. Finds number 80 again for the completion. Fights for a few more yards. Gets all the way down to about the 12 or 13-yard line. Number 80, Iobosa. Tackled on the play by a few Pioneers. Lynnfield now facing another 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Motion right to left. Number 10 keeps it, gets outside. He's got a lot of room there and into the end zone. Sullivan on the keeper, Peter Sullivan, for the 12-yard scamper around the left end into the end zone. So 13-0 now as the Pioneers experience an unfortunate turnover to begin the second half after a good kick return, and unable to slow down the Clippers as they go 37 yards into the end zone. Number 10 again, Peter Sullivan back for the PAT. Ball is down, kick is up, and the kick is off the post and no good. So 13-0 remains the score as now the Pioneers set to receive the kickoff. Okay, Sullivan back to kick. It's a low line drive kick again, fielded by Joey Cuccinello. He kind of doesn't touch it, tries to see if it gets out of bounds, and it does. There's a penalty on the play, so Joey fortunately is able to let that ball sneak out of bounds, and that'll give the Pioneers once again good field position, as I believe the ball is automatically placed at the 40-yard line. Sorry, at the 35-yard line, the ball is automatically placed. So 1st and 10 at the 35 as Nick tries to shake off that interception and get in the groove here in the second possession of the second half. Trips up to the right now. A.J. Chirodana down here to the left. Spencer Riley in the backfield gets the handoff, takes it up the middle, picks up about 6 on the play on the run right up the gut. My mistake, picks up about 3 on the play, so 2nd down and 7. So 2nd down and 7, the tight trips formation up top. Rasmoni takes a snap in the backfield, fades back for the pass. Looks to his right, and that's going to be intercepted again by Uyoboso again. Number 80, he's still running. He's going to be tackled on the play by Kevin Connolly, as unfortunately back-to-back interceptions have come to bite the Pioneer offense as they try to get the ship righted here in the second half. So 1st and 10 once again now for the Pioneers at the 37. 1st and 10 for the Clippers now at the 37-yard line. So out of shotgun formation, Sullivan back for the snap. Number 10 rolls out to his left. It looks like he's going to keep that ball. He's being pursued by the back in the 7 by Stephen Dreher, tackled eventually on the play by number 8, Sam Gazit. So Sullivan picks up about 5 or 6 on the play. But 2nd down, looks like 3 or 4. Ball's at the 29-yard line of Lynnfield here, so Clippers really could do some damage. About 8:17, 8:16 left in the third quarter. Two receivers up to the left, wing to the right. Fake the handoff. Number 10 is looking for the dagger deep for number 9. Number 8, makes the diving catch at the goal line. He makes the catch and is downed at about the 1-yard line over the head of number 4, A.J. Chirodana. Number 8 for the Clippers makes a diving catch. That's Grant Mosian on the long pass by number 10, of course, Peter Sullivan. So 28-yard pass down to about the 2, where it's first and goal now for the Clippers. Sullivan again behind the center in the shotgun formation. He squeezes out to the left. He finds a gap, and he's hit hard at the goal line, but in. So the Clippers start to take command here in the second half as they put up 2 scores inside of 5 minutes in the third quarter, as it's now 19-0, waiting the extra point. Snap it down, kick is up, kick is good. So 20-0 after the extra point. So Lynnfield trying to right the ship now as their unbeaten streak is in jeopardy. Certainly the unscored upon streak is over. But Lynnfield trying to see if they can get some progress here on the kickoff and really recover from an unfortunate second half here. All right, so Pioneers once again have James Sharkey and Joey Chirodana back. Number 10, Peter Sullivan set for the kickoff. Kick is a low line drive right up the middle of the field. It's going to be fielded on the hop by James Sharkey, number 1. James trying to find some room. He's trying to bounce it outside. Gets it out to about the 29-yard line and tackling the play. I believe that was number 37 for the Clippers, Teixeira. So once again, the Pioneers out on the field. Moving to the tank formation with Steve Dreyer in the backfield and Spencer Riley behind him, number 24, with Sam Gazit split out to the right. Cam Merengue out to the left. Spencer Riley runs off to the right and unable to shake the tackle of number 56 of the Clippers. 56 is Joe Colella. Also assisted by number 7, Angus Webster. So the spread formation with Cam Merengue all the way down here to the left. And Sam Gazit, number 8, and Kevin Connolly, number 14, on the top side of the field, with James Sharkey in the backfield along with Steve Dreyer. Once again, give to James Sharkey up the middle. He's hit hard by number 19 on the tackle. James picks up nothing on the play, unfortunately. Be third down and 11. Once again in the tank formation. Shotgun snap back to Razzaboni. Gives it once again to Sharkey up the middle. Sharkey finds a gap and tries to break it outside. He does along the sideline here. He's got a couple of people to beat as he gets all the way down to about the 25-yard line. James Sharkey with the run up the middle finds the gap outside, and hopefully that gets Lynnfield out of the funk that it's been in. So deep penetration by Lynnfield into Clipper territory as they now have the ball 1st and 10 at the Clipper 25-yard line. 5:27 left on the clock here for Lynnfield in the third quarter. So sticking with the tank formation still here. Dreyer in the backfield, shotgun formation to Razzaboni. Hands it up to Rob Marley. Rob Marley keeps the legs going, gets 5 yards all the way down to the 20-yard line. Good churning by Rob Marley, number 23 on the play there. Tackle on the play by number 70 for the Clippers. That's senior captain Eamon Sullivan. Another Sullivan on the roster. Play being called in by Coach LaMusta now. Again, sticking with the tank formation with the extra back in the backfield, Steve Dreyer. Single receiver up top with Sam Gazit. Actually, Sam Gazit getting into the line of scrimmage now as the split end. Kevin Connolly on the jet sweep here. Fakes the jet sweep, looks deep for the quick screen. Marley in the flat there is unable to get past number 7. Number 7 on the tackle, Angus Webster with the tackle by the shirt there. That would have gone for a few yards if we were able to get it there, but the fake jet sweep and the quick screen gets the connection, but unable to pick up a lot of yards. It'll be 3rd down at about 7 on the play now for the Pioneers, hoping to keep the drive alive. So still with the tank formation with Steve Dreyer in the backfield, hands it off, quick fake over the middle, over to Sam Gazit. Sam is struggling and bumbling and driving into the end zone. As Sam Gazit does not go down, a very determined Sam Gazit takes the ball and wills himself into the end zone. The quick pass right over the middle. Lynnfield needs to try to hit a lot more of those as they have the first points for the Pioneers tonight. So Kevin Connolly back for the extra point kick. Charlie Capicetti to hold. Snap is back, kick is up, and it's blocked, of course, by number 19, who came right through the middle, virtually untouched. So unfortunately didn't have a chance on that one. So while the extra point is blocked, the good news is the Lynnfield got on the board 20-6 now with 3:35 left in the third quarter, and I'm very behind on my scorekeeping here, folks. I do apologize. I need an intern. That's what I need. All right, 22-6. Okay, and it is the third quarter. So Kevin Connolly set to kick on his second kick of the night, back for the Clippers. Number 80, Obosa, as well as number 22, Jack Sullivan. Big kick back to the 8-yard line, down to number 22, Sullivan, tackled up the middle by Ethan Downey and a host of other tacklers, but not until he gains about 16 yards on the return, brings it up to about the 34, 33-yard line. So good kick, good coverage by the Pioneers now as the Clippers take over on downs and will probably try to churn some clock with some running plays here. 1st and 10 for the Clippers at the 35-yard line. 3 minutes and 27 seconds left now in the third quarter. Clippers break the huddle. Their usual formation with 2 up and 1 down here. Number 9, shotgun formation with number 22 in the backfield. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a spread formation with 2 up and 2 down. Quarterback fades back for the pass, finds it out in the flat. Hits number 19. 19 looks for a place to go and cannot, as Rob Marley sticks with him like glue and makes the tackle, but not until Stollard picks up about 4 on the play with 2nd down and 6 now. Okay, 2nd down and 6 now. Again, out of the spread formation with a wing there. Motion left to right. Fades back for the center screen again. And this time, read nicely by Steve Dreyer, but number 8 breaks a tackle. That's unfortunate as Grant Mosian breaks the tackle by Steve Dreyer. Flag on the play, though. Let's see what this looks like. Would have been a pickup of about 20, 22. But there will be a penalty assessed on the play on the Clippers. So still good enough for a 1st down after the penalty. But they it looked like it must have been a holding play downfield as it was a spot foul and it was 10 yards. So I'm going to go with that. So nonetheless, on the quick screen, unfortunately, seemed to have him wrapped up well before the line, the yard to gain. Quick swing out pass to the right. 22 again with the quick catch and scamper up the sideline. Jack Sullivan pushed out of bounds by number 5, Joey Cuccinello. Not much of a gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9 with 1:51 left on the clock. Sullivan went out of bounds on that play, so the clock is stopped. Run up the middle by, again, 22. Tackle in the play by 23 and helped out by number 3, Charlie Capichetti, number 1, James Sharkey. However, he does get the 1st down.
First down and 10 Newburyport. As the Lynnfield 33-yard line. There's any spectator here found a loose iPhone 11 in the stadium somewhere, they turn it in at the concession stand.
So Clippers now 1st and 10 again from the Pioneer 34-yard line. Looks like it'll be offsides on the Pioneers, trying to see if they get a jump on the play. Actually, it's going to be offsides. Well, no, the referee is not quite sure which way he's walking. First he paced it off one way, now he's pacing it off the other way. Congrats to the referee for pacing it off eventually in the right direction. We're very proud of him. All right, so first down and 5 now for the Clippers as we tried to get a blitz in there, but wasn't able to hold off and crossing the line of scrimmage before the ball was snapped. That did take a few seconds off the clock. 46 seconds now left in the third quarter. Quick handoff up the middle again to number 22. He's tackling the play by 23, Rob Marley. Jack Sullivan with the carry on that as he gains about 1 on the play. It'll be second down and 4. Long 4. And looks like we got a timeout called on the play. Oh, my mistake. That was the last play of the third quarter. So at the end of 3, it's the Clippers 20, the Pioneers 6. As we pause for these commercial messages. All right, so start of the fourth quarter again here. Clippers up 20-6. I'll remind you, folks, that Lynnfield's next game is Saturday, October 9th at 1 p.m. as they visit the Generals at Hamilton Wenham, that wonderful grass field that they have at the high school. So second and 4 or 5 here. Shotgun snap. Number 10 fades back for the pass here. Pursued on the backside by Jack Phelps. He throws it deep to number 80. Gets down to the 2 or 3 yard line on the long pass from Sullivan. All the way down to the 3, again targeting Ayubosa. So Lynnfield again now with their backs against the door as they try to keep the Clippers out at the beginning of the fourth quarter here. First and goal from the 3 yard line on that long completion out to Ayabosa. Shotgun snap here. Number 10 keeps it, tries to get over to the right-hand side. He's tackled on the play by number 3, Charlie Capuchetti. No gain on the play. Wonderful, loud, obnoxious fans here at Newburyport. Always love to hear drunk adults screaming. Fortunately, we have the noise cancellation on, so you can't really hear too much of it in the background. But trust me, it's delightful. All right, Newburyport lines up in the spread formation. Again, shotgun snap, motion right to left. Quarterback Sullivan fades back to the pass, looks over the middle. gets into the end zone with the complete pass to number 7, Angus Webster. So the completion from Sullivan to Webster on the play as the Clippers take control of this game now 26-6.
Straight creation 7 is good. Score now Newbury 27, Lynnfield 6.
And with the extra point, it gets to 27.
Yeah, I heard his hip.
All right, Lynnfield again set to take the kickoff from Sullivan. Back on the play to receive it is Cuccinello and Sharkey. Another low line drive kick. Fielded by number 5, Joey Cuccinello. He takes it out past the 20, breaks out to his left, tries to take the corner and brought down by number 7 on the play for the Clippers, Angus Webster.
Return the kick, tackled by Webster.
Coach Lemust is signaling the play to the offense now.
Down and 10, Lynnfield.
Trips up to the left, single receiver down here to the right. Jack Kalichman, number 17. In a motion, Charlie Capichetti, the handoff to Rob Marley to the outside. He's hit and tackled by a host of Clippers on the play. No gain, actually loss of 1 or 2 on the play.
Marley the ball carrier.
Be second down and about 12.
Tackled by Walsh and Miranda. Second down and 12.
So spread formation here on the play with 2 up and 2 down. A.J. Chirodana and Connolly wide to the left. Shotgun snap back to Razzaboni. Rolls out to his left. He's going to be hit and sacked on the play. Nope, he throws it out of bounds. Gets rid of the ball out of bounds. So it brings up a 3rd down and 12 on the play.
Incomplete.
Screen on the play, read nicely by number 56. Joey Cuccinello hit hard on the play. 56 on the play for the defense, Joseph Colella. Bring down a 4th down situation with about 9 minutes left in the game here as the Lynnfield offense sputters on that series, unable to move the ball.
Roller on the tackle. 4th down and 14.
Oh, wait, is that OBS? Is that
Ball
OBS?
on Lynnfield 22.
Snap is back to Chase Goldberg. Chase gets the punt off. A good punt. He gets downfield again back to number 80. Takes it right up the middle, though. Tackled on the play by number 1, James Sharkey. Number 17, Jack Kalichman. Takes it up to about the 39-yard line. So 8:31 left here in the game as the Clippers, in command of 27-6, take over 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Yeah, don't leave. You don't know what's going to happen, and maybe Kevin will make a play. Handoff up the middle. Stopped by a few players, including Steve Dreyer. Jimmy Marini, number 65, in at nose tackle, junior for the Pioneers. 2nd down and 10 still for the Clippers here, as they're probably going to continue to run the ball and see if they could eat out the clock, but nope. They pass it out to the flat there, tackling the play by number 9, Jack DeGangi, as well as number 15 for the Pioneers. That's Kyle Schmitz. So some substitutions in for the Pioneer defense as number 50, number 14 move in for the linebackers as Spencer Riley and Jack Phelps come off the field. 66, Gabe Schmitz gets into the game while Sam Gazette, number 8, comes over to the sideline. So motion left to right, and we've got a whistle on the play. Timeout. Newburyport. So 6:55 left in the game here. Again, next Saturday, 1 p.m. up at Hamilton Wenham, the Lynnfield Pioneers will take on the Hamilton Wenham Generals, who believe are 3-0 as they enter this week. They'll be playing them up at the Hamilton Wenham High School field, one of the few remaining grass fields in the league. That's good because the horses do like to gallop on it, so it's nice. But here tonight we've got 3rd down and about 5 for the Clippers, as the Pioneers are doing some liberal substitutions now at the end of the game, trying to see if they can get some of the younger kids some playing time. So shotgun snap back to Sullivan, run out by number 22 to the left. Tackle on the play by a host of players on the field there, including 15, 14, 27. It sounds like a bingo parlor. But brings up 4th down now and about 2 or 3 now for the Clippers, as we have 6:30 left in the game. Anthony Adebato down here, number 27. Number 15, I've already mentioned his name. Kyle Schmitz in at the linebackers now are number 14, Kevin Connolly, number 50, Alex Baldini. Number 9 here at the right end is Jack DeGangi. Number 7 on the far side of the field is Kevin Julian. Number 2 also in there, Brian Ellis, a senior. Number 10 holds onto the ball, keeps it, gets outside, and is stood up nicely by Anthony Adebato. Number 10 stays in bounds, though, so the clock continues to run. And he does just pick up the 1st down. So the Lynnfield defense trying to see if they can keep the Clippers out of the end zone here with 5:30 left in the game. Trips up to the right now in the formation. It's the starting quarterback still in the game, running out of the pistol as long as there's points to be had. I guess why not have him? Handoff to number 22 up the middle, tackle in the play by number 66 Schmitz, as well as number 50 for the Pioneers. That's Alex Baldini and Gabe Schmitz. 5 minutes now left in the game as the ball is placed at the 28-yard line, 2nd and 10 for the Clippers. Kevin Connolly tries to get into the backfield. Just misses the tackle, though, as number 13 keeps the ball for the Clippers. That's number 13, Sean Miles, is in at the quarterback position.
So was it as good this year as it was last year?
So they didn't have as many breweries this year as they usually do. But it was
3rd down and 5 for the Clippers as we have 4 minutes now left in the game.
they had good bands.
Shotgun snap back to 13. He hands off to number 22, trying to get outside. Hit on the play by number 50, as well as 15 on the play.
All over.
That's Alex Baldini and Kyle Schmitz. Picks up about 5 in the play. It'll be 4th down and a long 4.
Jack Sullivan ball carrier. Tackle by Baldini. 4th down and 5.
So trips up now to the right as number 13 in the backfield out of the shotgun formation with 22 in the backfield as the running back position. 13 rolls out to his right. He's looking for the long ball, and no one's covering him, unfortunately. Number 3 left alone in the end zone there on some broken coverage. That's Logan Jones, the sophomore wide receiver. Picks up the ball in the end zone for the touchdown.
Sean Miles' pass is complete to Logan Jones for a Newburyport touchdown.
So that'll make it 33-6 with 3:10 left in the game. As unfortunately the coverage breaks down by the Pioneers, and they're unable to find the open receiver in the end zone. Kick is up and it's good, which makes it 34-6.
Sullivan's kick for the extra point of the third. 39 Newburyport, 34 Lynnfield 6.
Not a good night. Where the so the Lynnfield cheerleaders don't cheer like they're waving? They don't have cheerleaders. Oh, all right. Guess Newburyport doesn't have cheerleaders. Nobody over there.
All right, so set to kick off again now. 3:10 left in the game. Number 10, Sullivan, ready for the kickoff. Back deep, Joey Cuccinello. Number 5 and number 1, James Sharkey. Kick is short. It's going to be stopped right on the sideline. And, of course, actually the first to touch it, I believe, was someone who went out of bounds and then came back in. So I'm not quite sure what the ruling is on that.
Apparently for a normal kick.
The ball was, it looked like it was going to go out of bounds, but it stopped right on the sideline there. And it was apparently received, or it looked to be received by the Clippers, but the ball, I think, was first touched by someone who went out of bounds first and then touched the ball. So I believe that's what the call is, illegal touch. And I really don't know what's happening here. I think it's going to be a re-kick.
Wait, they have to re-kick?
I don't know what the ruling is. So they're going to back up to the 30. I don't expect to get clarity on that call, unfortunately, so we'll see what happens. But it's going to be a re-kick from the 25-yard line. If I had to guess, I believe it was a dead ball foul because the person who touched it first was out of bounds, but I'm not 100% sure. So anyway, set to kick off in the play here again are the Clippers. A long, deep kick to James Sharkey, number 1, who picks the ball up on the 30 on the fly, tries to find some running room up the middle. He's tackled on the play by number 22 and number 37 for Newburyport. That's Jack Sullivan, yet another Sullivan, as well as Teixeira, number 37. So the Pioneer offense now taking the field with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in the game. David Tracy, number 12, into quarterback the Pioneers. Rob Marley in at the running back position, and a receiver set consisting of Jack DeGangi, Anthony Adebato down here. High snap to David Tracy. David keeps the ball. A little bit of a broken play there as he puts the ball under his arm and gains about 2 on the play. It'll be second down and 8. 1:54 left in the game as the Pioneers seem to be on track to suffer the first loss of the season in convincing fashion by the Clippers. Only a 7-0 game at halftime, but unfortunately, second half opened up with the Pioneers hitting a couple of misfires on some interceptions. Brian Ellis there on the carry avoids the first 2 tacklers and snakes through past the 50 into Clipper territory now at the 49-yard line, where it'll be third down and about 5, or call it 4. So 107, 106 left in the game. Shotgun snap back to David Tracy, rolls out to his left. He's got pursuit behind him, and he tucks the ball and gets sacked by number 50 on the play, as that is Nico Silverio. And that takes them back down to where they started at the 45-yard line, where it's now 4th and 10 now for the Pioneers. Pioneers holding now basically for the last play as 14, 15 seconds remain in the quarter. Pioneers content to end the game without another snap here. So that takes us down to 0, and the Pioneers lose their unbeaten streak as they fall to the Newburyport Clippers in convincing fashion, 34-6. Once again, Lynnfield will be back in action on Saturday at Hamilton Wenham, where they face off against the Generals, who are 3-0 entering this evening, and hopefully the Pioneers can rebound from this tough road loss up here at Newburyport. My name is Stephen Colley. I'm here as always with Derek DeLudes, who does an awesome job on the camera. Thank you very much for your attention, and we will see you again soon. Good night.